विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, we are discussing the chapter alcohol, phenols and ethers there. We have discussed the methods of preparation of alcohol. Now we are discussing the methods of preparation of phenols there. Alcohol चे आपण how to prepare there, त्याच्या ज्या मेथड्स ऑफ प्रिपरेशन पाहिल्या. त्याच्यानंतर आता आपल्याला फेनॉलच्या मेथड्स ऑफ प्रिपरेशन डिस्कस करायचे आहेत. Phenols can be prepared by using the 4 different methods there. Out of that, the first important method by which we can prepare the phenol, that is from chlorobenzene. This method is discovered by the scientist Daw, and that's why this process is also called as the Dawes process there. In this process, the chlorobenzene that is used for the preparation of phenol there. When chlorobenzene is heated with excess of aqueous sodium hydroxide at about 6 to 3 Kelvin temperature in presence of pressure of near about 300 atmosphere, here the product, that is the sodium phenoxide, is obtained there. If we see into this reaction there is a chlorobenzene we have heated with the alkali like sodium hydroxide there. Sodium phenoxide is formed, and when this sodium phenoxide is treated with dilute HCl there, that means here hydrolysis will be takes place there, and we get convert the chlorobenzene into the phenol there. So this is the first method by which we can convert chlorobenzene into the phenol there. परीक्षेमध्ये तुम्हाला क्वेश्चन विचारला जाऊ शकतो, हाऊ विल यू कन्व्हर्ट क्लोरोबेन्झीन इंटू द फेनॉल. 1 मार्काला किंवा 2 मार्काला तुम्हाला प्रश्न विचारला जाऊ शकतो, किंवा हाऊ विल यू ऑब्टेन फेनॉल फ्रॉम क्लोरोबेन्झीन असाही प्रश्न तुम्हाला विचारला जाऊ शकतो. सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट इम्पॉर्टंट मेथड by which we can convert chlorobenzene into the phenol there. This process is important because the Dawes process, in examination sometimes write a short notes on Dawes process, or how will you prepare the phenol by using the Dawes process. Such type of question may ask into the examination there. After that, there is a second important method, that is from cumene there. Cumene is the commercial name. The isopropyl benzene, that compound that we called it as the phenol there. So this is the second important method by which we can prepare the phenol there. Nearly all phenols which are required today are obtained by this method there. This method is called as the commercial method or industrial method there. So if we want to prepare the phenol by commercially there, or into the industrial point of view there, then industrial production or commercial method for the preparation of phenol is from cumene there. So when cumene, or it is also called as the isopropyl benzene, is heated with catalyst like cobalt naphthalate at about the 4 to 3 Kelvin temperature, we can convert the isopropyl benzene into the phenol there. In this method, the cumene, here we are doing the air oxidation there. If you see the reaction there, here cumene on air oxidation in presence of cobalt naphthalate. This is the catalyst there. In presence of cobalt naphthalate, gives the cumin hydroperoxide there. That means here air oxidation will be taking place of isopropyl group. It is converted into the cumin hydroperoxide there. This cumin hydroperoxide, which on decomposition with dilute acid there. We can use the dilute acid like H2SO4 there, reflux, or you can heat there. So in presence of or heated with the H2SO4, this sodium hydroperoxide is converted into the corresponding phenol there. So this, if we see the method there, if we decompose the cumin hydroperoxide, we get the phenol and the side product, that is the CS3COCS3, that is called as the acetone there. That means here two compounds we are preparing there. One is the phenol and second one is that is the carbonyl compound like acetone or ketone there. So this method, by using this method, we are preparing the two organic compounds here. We are synthesizing the two organic compound, and that's why this method is the commercial method, or it is used into the industries there. So this is the very important method for the preparation of cumin there. After that, the third important method by which we can prepare the phenol, that is from benzene sulfonic acid there. When benzene sulfonic acid on neutralized by using the sodium hydroxide, it gives sodium benzene sulfonate there. This reaction is, we are reacting acid with base, and that's why this reaction is called as the neutralization reaction, which on fusion with solid sodium hydroxide at about the 573 Kelvin temperature there, it gives the sodium phenoxide there, which followed by the reaction with dilute acid. We are using the dilute acid there like HCl, we get the phenol there. So this is the conversion of benzene sulfonic acid into the corresponding phenol there. After that, there is a fourth important method by which we can prepare the phenol, that is from aniline there. So that is the fourth important method from aniline there. We know that aniline is a primary aromatic amine there. When aniline is used for the process of formation of phenol there, this method is also called as the diazotization method there, because here the aqueous solution of diazonium salt is hydrolyzed with dilute sulfuric acid, and from that we are preparing the phenol there, and that's why this method is also called as the diazotization method there. So when aniline is heated with the nitrous acid, that is the mixture of Na, Na2 and HCl, that we called it as the nitrous acid there, or we are preparing the nitrous acid from this mixture there under the ice cold condition there. That is very important condition here. That means at very low temperature is required. So it gives the benzene diazonium chloride there. And this benzene diazonium chloride on hydrolysis with the acid, we get the corresponding phenol there. This is the, here we are converting the corresponding, that is the compound that is called as the benzene diazonium chloride. This benzene diazonium chloride, that is also called as the diazonium salt, if we see there, N2Cl, N2 plus and Cl minus. This benzene diazonium salt or benzene diazonium chloride is called as the diazonium salt, which on hydrolysis with dilute sulfuric acid gives directly phenol there. So this is the last method by which we can prepare the phenol there. After that, we are discussing the physical properties of alcohols and phenol there. So this is also the important part as far as your annual examination is concerned. That is the physical properties of alcohol and phenol there. We know that alcohol, that is consist of OH group there, or phenol OH group is directly attached to the aromatic compound there. So if we see the bond polarity there, oxygen dash hydrogen bond, if we see there, the oxygen hydrogen bond polarity play an important role here there. And that's why the physical property is also depends upon these intermolecular forces there. So which type of intermolecular forces or how they are affecting the physical state or physical properties of alcohol and phenol. That's why we are discussing the first important, that is the nature of intermolecular forces of alcohol and phenol there. Alcohols and phenols are very polar molecules there because OH group oxygen having the more electronegativity than hydrogen. That's why that is the polar compound due to the presence of hydroxyl group there. This polar OH group are held together by a strong intermolecular forces, and due to that there is a strong bonding is taking place, and that bonding that we called it as the hydrogen bonding there. If we see into the PPT there, the general formula of alcohol is that is the ROH there. So oxygen is more electronegative than hydrogen. That's why if we see there is a partial negative charge is present on oxygen and partial hydrogen, that is the partial positive charge is present on hydrogen there. If we take the second molecule, so there is a again hydrogen and oxygen. They are having the opposite charge there. There is an attractive force will be creating, that we called it as the intermolecular force of attraction. And due to that oxygen and hydrogen, there is a strong bonding will be taking place there. So strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding takes place, and due to that there is a strong bond will be formed there. Similarly, in case of phenol there, phenol also consists of oxygen and hydrogen there. So due to that oppositely charged oxygen and hydrogen between the two molecules, there is a strong intermolecular force of attraction is held, and that we called it as the intermolecular strong hydrogen bonding there. So this is the nature of bonds between the alcohols and phenol there. Now second important physical state, that is the second important property there. Physical state means in which state they are existing there. बघा आपण पहिल्या प्रॉपर्टी मध्ये अल्कोहोल आणि फेनॉल मध्ये स्ट्रॉंग इंटरमॉलिक्युलर हायड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग कशी तयार होती ते पाहिलं. आणि आपल्याला माहिती आहे ऑक्सिजन हा मोर इलेक्ट्रोनिगेटिव्ह आहे हायड्रोजन पेक्षा, आणि त्याच्यामुळे तो हायड्रोजनला त्याच्याकडे काय करतो, अट्रॅक्ट करतो, आणि त्याच्यामुळे त्यांच्यामध्ये काय होते, स्ट्रॉंग बॉन्डिंग काय होते, तयार होते. आता आपण जर पाहिलं फिजिकल स्टेट, तर जे लोअर मेंबर्स आहेत म्हणजे मिथिल अल्कोहोल, इथिल अल्कोहोल, these lower members of the alcohols are colorless there. They are toxic, having the characteristic smell that we call it as the alcoholic smell there. All the alcohols are poisonous except ethyl alcohol is not poisonous there. If we take the pure phenol there, this pure phenol is colorless there, but it is highly toxic there. It has the low melting solid having the characteristic, or it is also called as the phenolic order or carbolic order there. So this is the very important physical state of the phenol there, or alcohols there, because alcohols play an important role into the physical states there. After that, the third important point, that is the boiling point there. The boiling point of alcohols and phenol increases with increase in molecular mass there. That means as the molecular weight increases, the melting point and boiling point is also increases there. For example, if we take the methyl alcohol and ethyl alcohol there, methyl alcohol has the low molecular weight than ethyl alcohol there. So the boiling point of alcohol is increasing, and that's why the methyl alcohol has the low melting point than the ethyl alcohol. That means ethyl alcohol has the higher melting point and boiling point there. Similarly, if we take the phenols there, if we take the phenols and it contains the orthochrysophenol there, as the molecular weight is increasing, the boiling point is also increasing there. Sometime in examination, write the alcohols or the lower members of alcohol, and it gives the series of alcohols and which have the lower melting point and boiling point, or which have the higher melting point and boiling point, ascending or descending order. Such type of question may ask into MST CET examination there. In CET examination, such type of question is asked there, and that's why it is very important point there as far as your examination point of view there. Next important property, or in examination, sometime the theoretical question may ask there. In your book, the one problem is given. The boiling point of N-butyl alcohol, isobutyl alcohol, secondary butyl alcohol and tertiary butyl alcohols are 118 degrees centigrade, 108 degrees centigrade, 99 degrees centigrade and 82 degrees centigrade respectively. Explain this. This question may ask into the examination for 2 marks there. That means question may be asked in this manner also there. So as branching is increases, the intermolecular force of attraction become weaker there, and the boiling point decreases there. So if we see the structure of N-butyl alcohol, which has the highest boiling point there, because it has the straight chain there. And if we take the tertiary butyl alcohol, it is branched compound there, and that's why it has the lowest boiling point of 83 degrees centigrade there. Isobutyl alcohol is a primary alcohol, and hence it has the boiling point is higher than that of the secondary butyl alcohol there. So such type of comparative or comparison may ask into the examination there. So as far as the point of examination, which type of question is परीक्षेत कसाही प्रश्न तुम्हाला विचारला जाऊ शकतो. म्हणून अभ्यास करताना नुसतं बॉइलिंग पॉइंट्स आपण एवढंच लक्षात ठेवलं की बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ अल्कोहोल अँड फेनॉल्स आर इन्क्रीजेस विथ इन्क्रीजिंग देअर मॉलिक्युलर मास देअर. हा बेसिक पॉइंट झाला. याच्यावरून आपण ब्रांच स्ट्रक्चर असेल, स्ट्रेट चेन असेल, तर आपल्याला माहिती आहे की ब्रांचिंग वाढली तर विकर फोर्सेस तयार होतील, त्याचा बॉइलिंग पॉइंट काय होईल, कमी होईल. मॉलिक्युलर वेट वाढलं, ऍज द मॉलिक्युलर वेट इज इन्क्रीजेस, म्हणजे मॉलिक्युलर मास वाढलं तर बॉइलिंग पॉइंट वाढेल. म्हणून कंपाऊंड कोणती दिलेले आहेत त्याच्यावरनं आपण ते सांगू शकतो की कोणाचा बॉइलिंग पॉइंट जास्त असेल, कोणाचा कमी असेल. तर अशा प्रकारचे प्रश्न तुम्हाला सीईटी एक्झामिनेशन मध्ये विचारले जाऊ शकतात. म्हणून अभ्यास करताना आपल्याला जरी हा पॉइंट आपल्याला छोटा वाटत असला, पण परीक्षेच्या दृष्टीने आपल्याला हे फार महत्वाचं आहे. कारण परीक्षेत तुम्हाला कशा पद्धतीने प्रश्न विचारला जाऊ शकतो. समजलं? त्याच्यानंतर पुढची इम्पॉर्टंट फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टी आपल्याला डिस्कस करायची आहे. दॅट इज द सोलिबिलिटी देअर. दिस इज द फोर्थ इम्पॉर्टंट प्रॉपर्टी देअर. फेनॉल्स and lower alcohols shows the appreciable solubility in water there. Now in your mind the question may arise there, why they are showing the appreciable solubility in water there? Because we have already discussed in the first point, that is the nature of intermolecular forces there. There is a intermolecular hydrogen bonding is present, and which water molecule, they are forming a strong bonding there. So ROH or AROH, if we take, there is a strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding takes place with water molecule there, and that's why their solubility in case of in water there, they show the appreciable solubility into the water molecule there. So phenols and alcohols. Yeah, alcohols, there is a limitation of to the 3 carbons there, that is the methyl, ethyl and propyl alcohols. They are showing the appreciable solubility in the water due to their ability to form the intermolecular hydrogen bonding there. If we see into the slide there, we have seen the water molecule, that is the HOH, alcohol, that is the ROH, and there is opposite intermolecular hydrogen bonding is taking place between oxygen and hydrogen, and due to that there, the intermolecular hydrogen bonding gives the appreciable solubility to the corresponding molecules there. So these are the physical properties of alcohols and phenol there. These properties are short there, but in examination, the question is asked in different manners there. So you have to study in that manner there. After that, you have to discuss the chemical properties of alcohol and phenols there.